Do you have your pleasure tied up with your money? What do I mean with that? Well, if you're setting goals and they're big, juicy goals that are going to help you really change your life, really allow you to take the vacation you've always wanted, maybe change your lifestyle, upgrade your car, have different clothes, have different experiences, all of that is in your pleasure center. Those are things that were going to bring you pleasure in your life. Well, if you're someone that can't receive pleasure, and yes, I mean in the bedroom, but in general, anyhow, you can't have a massage, you don't take time to relax. When you're on vacation, you're always thinking you should be working. You have no off button, no way to really enjoy the pleasures of life, sensual touch. If it is really in the bedroom, can you be receiving all of the pleasure that you need to receive? These questions are so important because if your money is tied to pleasurable outcomes, you will not do what it takes to achieve those goals because it's going to give you pleasure, and your subconscious beliefs are that you cannot receive pleasure. And a lot of times when people can't receive pleasure, there's shame and guilt tied to it. You were taught at an early age when you were enjoying something that you liked that you needed to get serious, pay attention. If you were doodling in class and you were supposed to be paying attention to the teacher, there was some strict instructions there that you had to stop doodling and wasting your time, and you needed to be paying attention. And so when those things happen, they get programmed as you cannot receive pleasure, or that if you have pleasurable outcomes or pleasurable things you enjoy, you have to enjoy them minimally, only after you've worked really, really hard, and you can't do it to the excess. Well, the truth is that those are just patterns. That is someone else telling you how and if you can have pleasure. The truth is you can really enjoy as much pleasure as you want, but if you don't believe that, what will happen is you will not go the extra mile, you will not take the action it takes in order to achieve those outcomes, because the outcome is actually what your subconscious mind is fighting against. So you may think you're going to do all these great things, you may have the best plan in the world, but if you don't pay attention to the little mindset traps that are set, your subconscious mind will stop you in your tracks and you'll never be able to achieve it. The other thing is that maybe you've been doing really great. Maybe you've achieved your January goal already and you want to up the ante. But upping the ante is now seen as greedy, and you don't need to be greedy. Why do you need that much money? You've already met your goal. You can take your foot off the gas. Each step that is taking you out of momentum is a step back to the way it used to be. So you might have a good January, but you'll finish the month with not another sale. Or you'll start February back to where you were last year, and you will never get that momentum going again, or at least it will take you a lot longer to get the momentum going. So like I just said to someone who just talked about meeting his sales goal already, why not double it? There's lots of month left. There's no reason why you can't go for the gold right now and make even more while having that fun momentum and enjoy the pleasures that come with it. The last part of this is you want to make sure that when you are goal setting, it is not just about what you need to receive in order to, make your life work. That's important, especially if you're starting a new business. We all know that. But what about the pleasure side of things? This is the other thing. Sometimes you might stay a little modest in your goal because you don't want to include the pleasurable things. You don't want to consider the vacation yet. Oh, you haven't earned it. You haven't worked hard enough. Is there any reason why you can't take vacation now if you're doing the work to have the money made and in the bank ready to spend on that trip? Why do you have to wait for yourself to go through 6 months of hard work in order to reward yourself? Build in the pleasure as you go along after you've identified if you are allowing yourself to receive pleasure. It is so important. So ask yourself, is your money tied to a pleasurable outcome? And if it is, are you able to receive pleasure? The very first place to look is in the bedroom. Can you receive pleasure? Are you able to sit back, relax, and enjoy from your partner? If you can't, this is the key place to start looking and ask yourself some pretty tough questions. Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear what you think. Talk to you soon.